The trail looks solid. It always looks solid. One step and your boot goes through, like the ground was never there. And before you understand what's happening, you're in up to your knee. And the more you pull, the tighter it gets. You've seen this in 100 movies. Every single thing you learn from them is wrong. This is what actually happens when you sink in quicksand. Most people do exactly the wrong thing in the first 10 seconds. Let's see if you would. Start with the picture everyone carries. A person sinking steadily, pulled under by some terrible suction, gone in a minute, maybe two. That picture is fiction. Real quicksand, the saturated sand and water slurry found near riverbeds, wetlands, and mudflats, does not swallow people whole. The human body is less dense than the mix. You float. Not on top, not comfortably, but your body stops sinking somewhere around waist depth, thigh depth in a lot of cases, and you stay there. The movies got one thing right. You can absolutely get stuck. They got everything else wrong. The real danger is not depth. It never was. But knowing that does not save you, because your body does not know it. And what your body does in the first 30 seconds is what decides everything. Here is what quicksand actually is: a saturated colloid. Water fills the spaces between grains until the whole mass behaves like a liquid under sudden pressure, but locks solid around a slow, steady load. Step into it, and it flows. Try to pull your legs straight out, and it behaves like concrete, because extracting a submerged limb requires breaking the partial vacuum the slurry forms around it. Scientists have measured the force required. It is comparable to lifting a medium-sized car. That is not a figure of speech. The danger is three things: exhaustion from fighting suction that is stronger than you are, exposure while you are immobilized, sun, heat, cold, all of it now your problem, and a rising tide or river level if the water around you starts to climb. The physics works in your favor. Your instincts do not. You land in it. Every instinct fires at once. Pull hard, fight upward, get out fast. The gauge drops. Each yank down on one leg drives the other deeper. Each struggle breaks the surface tension above you and lets more slurry in around your waist. In under a minute of hard fighting, someone who stepped in thigh deep is waist deep. The suction strengthens with every pull. The harder you fight, the faster you sink. And the sand doesn't care how strong you are. You are strong. You are scared. You are doing the exact wrong thing, and it feels like the only thing. The counterintuitive move: stop. Completely. Your whole body screams against it. Every survival instinct you have is telling you that stopping is dying. But the physics says otherwise, and this is the one moment where you have to trust the physics over your own nervous system. Let the slurry redistribute around you. Lean back slowly, spreading your weight across as much surface as possible, the way you would if you were trying to float on water, because that is exactly what you are doing. The gauge rises. The suction does not disappear, but it stops actively pulling. Your body starts to work with the physics instead of against it. The ground wants to hold you up. You just have to stop telling it not to. Arms flat, weight back, breathe. The slurry will take a few seconds to settle, and when it does, you will feel the grip on your legs ease slightly. Not vanish, ease. That is your window. Slow extraction, one leg at a time. Wiggle the leg in a small circle. Not a pull upward, a rotation, a slow corkscrew motion to introduce water into the vacuum the slurry formed around your boot. Wait, wiggle again. The leg will rise, slowly, maybe a centimeter at a time. This takes minutes, sometimes 10, sometimes 30. Here is where the trekking pole matters. If you have one, lay it flat across the surface in front of you. Do not drive it in vertically. That just creates another anchor. Flat across the surface, it gives you a point to push against, a lever, without loading the slurry downward. You brace against it as your leg slowly comes loose. If you have no pole, your coat works, a jacket spread flat. Anything that distributes your weight across the surface and gives your hands something solid to push from. The wiggle, the weight, the wiggle again. 20 minutes in, you have been bracing your core against the suction, spreading your arms flat, rotating one leg in tiny circles in gray-brown slurry. You have done nothing that looks like doing anything. You cannot feel whether the wiggle is working. You cannot tell if you have moved at all. The sun is on you, or the cold is on you, and you are burning energy at a rate your body was not built to sustain while staying perfectly still. Your body has been working harder than a sprint for 20 minutes, and you look like you're just standing there. And the temptation to try something, anything, is almost unbearable. That temptation is the trap. The moment you panic and thrash again, the work of the last 20 minutes reverses in seconds. The vacuum reforms. The gauge drops. You are back where you started, minus 20 minutes of energy and heat. So you do not. You hold. You wiggle. You wait. While you work the slow extraction, one other variable is doing its own calculus. If you are in a tidal flat, a riverbank, or any low-lying water system, the water level is now your second clock. A rising tide around you does not pull you deeper. It does not need to. It just reduces the time you have to work the extraction before the surface reaches your chest. The sun is not neutral either. Heat exhaustion while immobilized, unable to walk to shade, unable to drink, takes people down faster than the slurry ever would. The survival window is real. It just does not close the way you picture it, not a dramatic pull-under. A quiet body giving out while the ground patiently holds it in place. Stay working. Stay calm. Signal if anyone is within earshot. The survival math here is not dramatic. It is arithmetic. Time remaining versus rate of progress. Keep the rate above zero and you win. Here is what the last half hour was actually about. The quicksand never had you. It could not. Your body was floating at waist depth from the first second, held up by the same physics that floats a boat. The thing that had you was the panic. The thrash drove you deeper. The suction locked you in place. The exhaustion stripped your judgment. And the heat started its own clock. Every person who died in a situation like this, and it does happen, died from exposure or from a rising tide while they were stuck, not from being pulled under. They had the whole afternoon to get free. They spent it fighting, and the fighting was what kept them trapped. The quicksand was patient. It just waited for your body to do the work for it. Stop, lean back, spread your weight, and wiggle slowly. 4 steps. That's all the ground ever needed from you. The same trail, the same solid-looking ground, the same ordinary boot. 1 step forward. You will probably never step into quicksand, but the lesson here is not really about quicksand. It is about the moment when everything in you demands action. And the correct answer is stillness. And how few of us have ever practiced that? Could you actually stop moving when everything in you is screaming to fight? Tell me honestly. And the wilderness emergency, where the danger is invisible, soundless, and arrives on a clear day with a blue sky overhead, and you have maybe 2 hours before it decides that one is next.